So I don't know if I've ever said that I'm a scuba diver. I am. Been certified since I was 13. I've been everywhere. Hawaii, Mexico, the Caribbean, San Diego, whatever. I'm generally a very calm diver, you know, not a lot freaks me out. I've only really been terrified one time, and that was when we were in St. Martin. In St. Martin, the water is really warm and beautiful, and the visibility is just fantastic, but they have a lot of sharks, and it's not like bad sharks, the sharks that eat people. A lot of the sharks are reef sharks, but they kind of look like white tips, which kind of look like great whites except with less teeth. And you know, when we were in St. Martin, we had done a bunch of dives. I want to say it was the last dive day or the second to last dive day of the trip, because we were there for 2 weeks, and I was with my dad, because my dad and I always go diving together, and so we're buddies, because one of the rules of scuba diving is that you always have a buddy. So it was me and my dad. It was one of the dive masters, because usually a lot of the times dive companies will have 1 or 2 dive masters that the group of divers go with, and if there's a bunch of people, they'll split off into 2 groups. So I was with the dive master and my dad, and this couple from Spain that had just started diving, so they were rookies, and some old guy that was taking pictures or whatever. So we get down to the bottom, and it's about, I want to say 45 feet under. Anyways, there was something wrong with the dive master's tank, so she took my dad up for some reason to exchange her tank, and so I was left by myself with these 2 rookies that didn't speak English and some old dude. And as I said before, I'm a very calm diver, but I'd never been by myself without my dad or a dive master, just sitting on the bottom of waiting for my dad. So when you're underwater in scuba diving, if the visibility is good, it's not like looking down into the water where you can just see the bottom. It's more of you can see, and then it just kind of turns into a haze. And depending on the visibility, so when the visibility is better, the haze is farther back. When the visibility is bad, the haze of not being able to see very far is closer. So, you know, I'm kind of sitting on the bottom, not wanting to waste air or whatever, so I'm just sitting there, and out of the haze comes this 6-foot reef shark. And part of my brain goes, holy crap, that thing is huge, look at the size of it. And I look around for my dad, because I always like to point these things out to my dad. And then I remembered, oh wait, he's up at the surface. So, you know, I'm just kind of sitting there watching it, and it's, you know, so I'm here, and it's swimming like this, and then it starts to turn and swim at me. That was when a little bit of panic set in, and I was like, crap. So I turn around, and I swim towards the other people in my group, the 2 Spaniards and the old guy. So I kind of swim away, and I sit back down, and I turn around, and it's still swimming at me. So I know a reef shark isn't threatening, but the body and kind of the face kind of looks like a great white. I freaked out at this point. I was trying to get the attention of the Spaniards and the old guy, but as I was going into full panic mode, the dive master came down. And so all panic went away, because the dive master, you know, knows each dive site, knows what to do, is a professional diver. Anyways, so we get back up on the boat, and the dive master said to me, I could see your eyes and how big they were when you turned around and saw that shark swimming at you. Because, again, I am not a timid diver. You know, when I was 13 and I was doing the pool work, my dive partner, because you had buddies, who is a lot older than I was, told the teacher and my dad or whatever, this girl is fearless, she will do anything. You know, diving doesn't scare me. You know, it's fun. You know, as I said before, you know, I've almost been run over by 2 giant male sea turtles. I've seen sharks. I've seen things that, you know, most people will generally be afraid of, but I'm not. But when a 6-foot shark is swimming at you, and the dive master and your buddy that you've been diving with since you were 13 kind of freaks you out. Like, if there had been another more advanced diver, I probably would have been fine. But it was because we had 2 rookie Spaniards and some old guy who totally wasn't paying attention. I thought that I was the only advanced diver. And so that freaked me out. I was like, what do I do? So, yeah, I almost got eaten by a shark. But not really. So...